and all was quiet. There had been no bombs since before they came on duty. The blackout wasn't due to end until 8:08, but Long at least had walked this area for so many years that he was confident he knew his way around in the darkest of nights, as well as he did by day. The delay in their progress, caused by the pigeon incident, probably proved more significant than he would have expected, for without it they might have missed what happened next. Just as they reached the turning into Bain Street, they heard the hurried slap of shoe leather on cobbles. Then, almost immediately, the figure of a tall, slightly built man in a white jacket and peaked cap came hurtling towards them in the twilight and clattered into them. A milkman, judging by his uniform. It was fortunate, perhaps, thought Long, that he himself had taken the full force of the collision. He imagined that the ballast he carried under his tunic would have made the other man's experience something akin to running into a brick wall. If Dalton had been in the way instead, the milkman would probably have sent him flying. "Steady on now, sir," he said, bracing himself as he stopped the man with a hand to each shoulder. "What seems to be the trouble?" The stranger's chest was heaving as he struggled for breath. He stared at Long for a moment, looking disoriented, as if surprised to have run straight into a policeman. "Thank goodness I've found you, Constable," he gasped, righting his partly dislodged hat. "Round there! Come quickly! It's on fire!" Tugging at Long's tunic sleeve, he led them back the way he'd come until they reached the entrance to a cobbled yard set back from the street. It was surrounded on all sides by 2- and 3-story brick-built warehouses and stores, and both Long and Dalton knew it as a builder's yard, disused since the builder in question had gone bankrupt at the beginning of the war. "This way," said the man. "Behind that wall." They followed him as he dashed towards one of the buildings, PC Dalton keeping up with him more easily than his colleague. A wall about 7 feet high screened part of the yard from sight, but as Dalton neared it, he saw the cause of the alarm. He stopped dead in his tracks. He couldn't bear to look at it, but neither could he look away. The horror of the scene gripped him and wouldn't let him go. It wasn't just the flames prancing on the blazing car in feverish mockery of the blackout. It was what he fancied he could see among them. As the breeze caught the smoke for a moment, he glimpsed what looked like the silhouette of someone seated at the wheel, as still as if taking a nap before resuming their journey. If he'd been in a movie, he thought, he'd have sprinted to the vehicle, yanked the driver's door open, and dragged the helpless victim clear in the nick of time. But no, this was real life, and he couldn't get within 20 feet. He might as well try walking into a furnace. PC Long caught up with him. There wasn't much he hadn't seen in his time, and he felt a twinge of sympathy for Dalton, but there was no way round it. This sort of thing was just part of the job, and probably always would be. "It's all right, lad," he said. "There's nothing we can do for whoever that is, or was. Best thing you can do is run round to the phone box in St Pancras Way and dial 999 for the fire brigade. And if the phone's out of action, run on down to the fire station. It's only 4 or 5 minutes' walk from here to Pratt Street, so a fit young fella like you can run there in no time at all. And phone the station too. The last air raid was hours ago, so if we've got a car on fire with someone dead inside, it's suspicious. They'll have to get the CID in. Now, be off with you." Dalton sped off, relieved to be spared. Long turned to the man who'd brought them to the scene, and who now seemed rooted to the spot as if transfixed. "Come along now, sir," he said. "I expect the fire brigade will be here in 2 ticks, and we don't want to get in their way." "Yes," said the young man absently. "Is it all right if I go now?" "In a moment, sir. I just need to make a note of your particulars." "Why's that?" "Because you're a witness, sir. We may need to talk to you later." "Oh, I see. All right, then." Long took him a few steps away and stopped. "We should be all right here, sir." "Couldn't we do this somewhere else? I don't really want to see that fire." "I understand, sir, but I have to keep an eye on the scene. Perhaps you could just stand with your back to it, so I can still see." The man shifted his position accordingly, while Long took a notebook and pencil from his pocket and turned to a new page. "Now then," he said, "if you wouldn't mind giving me your name." "Of course, it's Rickett, Joe Rickett." "And you're the milkman, I assume, just like that? On your round, were you?" "Yes, that's right. Express Dairy." He gestured across the yard. "That's my basket over there, with the bottles of milk in it." "Right. And does your route normally take you through this yard?" "No,